What's up? It's your boy Superfan K. Welcome to my Week 2 NFL Fivers. That's right, the 5 takeaways that I have from another crazy action-packed week in the NFL. Like Carson Wentz and his performance through 2 games. I gotta say, Philly, you may actually have a dude here. This dude has been poised. He's shown the arm talent. He's shown that he can change plays at the line. Granted, it's the Bears, and the Bears, they're not really that good. But Carson Wentz, though, he made some big time throws. He took some big time hits. I do kind of worry about him because he is a little bit mobile and he's a little bit athletic, and he doesn't look like he has the discipline yet to maintain his health, as far as getting down and getting out of bounds. He took some pretty big shots. Good thing he's huge, he's 6'5", so he can take most of the punishment. I'm just saying that eventually it's going to catch up to him. 2 games, he's thrown 3 touchdowns, he's completing about 61% of his passes. Dude's impressed me. I never imagined this. When they traded Sam Bradford, I said, who's going to be the Eagles quarterback? I'm not putting him in Canton yet, but Carson Wentz has been impressive. There's no question about that. He's impressed the hell out of me. The Browns are probably kicking themselves right now for not picking him. And to be honest, they're the Browns, so they could try to kick themselves and miss. Hey, contract year, big expectations. Kirk Cousins off of this huge year he had last year. The Redskins won the division, 29 touchdowns, and we see that he's starting to crater a little bit. Kirk Cousins, there's no getting around it, has been very erratic the first 2 weeks. Week 2 against the Cowboys, they lose at home to a Cowboys team that has a rookie quarterback and a pretty average defense, honestly. There was that moment in the game with 8 or 10 minutes left, I can't remember when it was, when he's going down the field and he's like, yeah, I'm taking control, touchdown. They're on the 6-yard line for Dallas. He throws and it's like, yeah, I'm the $20 million man. I'm gonna throw it to the other team. Seriously, that interception was a huge turning point. And now we're hearing grumblings. Mike Florio reported after the game from ProFootballTalk.com. He reported that there are some Redskin players who have a little bit of an issue with Kirk Cousins. Some Redskin players that are a little bit frustrated. He's very erratic. He's very inconsistent. He's missed some throws. He's not as accurate as he was last year. He has the unfortunate distinction of someone who is talented enough to be a starter, but not great enough to be a really great starter. So he's stuck on that middle fringe until he proves otherwise. For Washington, after the debacle with RG3, middle fringe just isn't cutting it. 364 yards looks good until you see how many missed throws he had, the bad interceptions. I mean, the offense, how it hasn't functioned at a huge level for them. Just saying, Kirk Cousins, step your game up, buddy. Speaking of stepping game up, holy shit, the Oakland Raiders. Oh, they go out on the road, they steal a win in New Orleans. It's an old Wild West shootout, 35-34. You're thinking, oh, okay, that's Drew Brees, 34 points, that makes sense. They go out the next week and they give up 35 points to the Atlanta Falcons. I don't want this to become a trend. The Oakland Raiders are one of those teams that everybody picked to be the new team, the team that's going to surprise everybody, the team that's going to make it to the playoffs. Everybody picked them to be that team. So far, they're talented enough offensively. You look at Derek Carr, Amari Cooper, Latavius Murray, and Michael Crabtree. They've got weapons. They've got a shit ton of talent defensively. How many times have we heard Khalil Mack's name, the stud defensive dude for Oakland Raiders, the defensive end? How many times? Go ahead, I'll wait. Yeah, that's because you haven't heard his name. At this point, he and the rest of the Raiders defense, they have to show up to help the offense. The offense scores 28 points, and Derek Carr plays well, throws over 300 yards, and you still lose the game because you can't get stops. They're having problems tackling. They're having problems with run defense and all that kind of stuff. My dad is a big Raiders fan, so I don't want his heart to be broken again for the 13 or 14 or 15th year in a row. I'm just saying, Raiders, that defense, got to fix that. Week 2, it got kind of ugly. Week 1, it worked out for you because you're going against the Saints, and their defense is probably worse than yours. But here, yeah, that defense needs a little bit of fine-tuning. Just a smidgen. The Sunday night game. Do I care about the outcome? No. Do I care about what happened in the game? Yes, 17-14, Minnesota Vikings beat the Packers, yada, yada, yada. Mike Zimmer, he really knows how to play Aaron Rodgers in that offense. Aaron Rodgers in the Packers offense looks a little bit wonky. Big news coming out of the game, Adrian Peterson, this Hall of Fame beast of a running back. The dude tears his meniscus. The next few days we hear he tore his LCL and he's got some ligament damage. Either way, he's going to be out for at least 4 months, which kind of, for me, is a little bit scary because it makes me start to imagine an NFL without Adrian Peterson. Age 31, Adrian Peterson is not going to get better. He's only going to get worse. He's only going to get more hurt. Injury like this at age 31, he's already had an ACL. Now he has a meniscus and an LCL. You just wonder, is he strong enough to come back? Adrian Peterson is one of those NFL players whose body was made in like a lab somewhere. I mean, the dude is just a freak. Freaks can get hurt too, and freaks, even freaks die. I'm just saying, even freaks die. So I'm not saying Adrian Peterson's going to die. Whoa, 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 don't take it out of context. I'm saying Adrian Peterson's career might die off a little bit after this, and I hope that doesn't happen because the dude is really, really fun to watch. My Patriots, it was such a mixed bag Sunday for us. We get out to a 31-3 lead. We're beating the Dolphins' asses. Jimmy G is playing really well. I'm like, oh, okay, we're rolling. We're doing good. What happens? Well, he fucking gets hurt, and we end up winning the game with a third-string quarterback, Jacoby Brissett, who wasn't supposed to play at all this year. Now, tonight, we play the Houston Texans, and he's going to be the starter. Jimmy G's not playing. I still don't even know if Gronk is playing. Just 2 more games without Brady. Just 2 more games. It sucks, but we got to clench the butt cheeks and just get through it. Texans have a really good defense. I'm not really sure if we can beat them, but we are at home, so that gives us a slight advantage. I predict that Jacoby Brissett will play like a rookie. He'll have ups, he'll have downs, but LeGarrette Blount will run the ball, and maybe we'll squeak out a low-scoring game. I'm hoping something along the lines of 20-17. Hoping. Get healthy, Jimmy G and Brady. We're just holding it down for you, buddy. We're holding it down for you. Come on back. We'll be ready for you when you get here. Those are my week 2 takeaways, my fivers. I'm gonna have another one next week for week 3. Week 3 officially starts tonight. My Patriots at home taking on the Houston Texans, 2 2-0 teams. Only one can survive. I am Superfan K. As always, if you like what you see, tell me how you feel, and stay tuned to hear more from the Man of Steel. Peace.
Tears on the mausoleum floor, blood stains the Coliseum doors, lies on the lips of a priest, Thanksgiving disguised as a feast, rolling in the Rolls Royce Corniche, only the doctors got this, I'm hiding from police, cocaine seats, all white like I got the whole thing